Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do? And welcome back to All the Gold Podcast. We are your hosts. Been a while. I'm Derek J. That is your boy.
Coop with a surprised face because my first time seeing the intro. That was fucking great. By the way, so if you look at me like why he's like this, I hope to God that's not the thumbnail. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Again, y'all, this is Wednesday. I know it's been a minute. This is Wrestle Roundup. And of course, you're all wondering what is Wrestle Roundup. This is where we introduce the latest news, wrestling news, rumors, dirt sheets, all that jazz. That's what we do. So this episode 146, correct? Damn.
That's right.
Wow.
I feel like it's been a long time, haven't it?
Yeah. It's been a long time, yo.
Yep, because I was thinking back. I was like, man, damn. I said last time we was on together was last Wednesday.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's been a minute.
But, hey, guess what, guys? We back, man. We back in full effect. Oh man, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about some topics today. This is Wrestle Roundup. We're gonna talk about some news topics, like Coop said. The first topic I want to hit you guys with is Cody Rhodes. Our guy Cody Rhodes is in the news. For the past couple of days, he's been in the news. And this is coming from WrestlingNews.com, and this is the article by Angel Amboles. I hope I'm saying that right. But anyway, it says undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes recently appeared on All the Smoke podcast, where he discussed balancing his career with being a father to his children, including a newborn. Rhodes spoke about the difficulty of finding a work-life balance. And this is what he says. He said, I quote, I remember hearing somebody saying there's really no such thing as the balance. Either you're doing one or you're doing the other. He said, I really tried everything I can to bring it together. I don't mind going in on the PJ. Don't know what that means. Don't really mind going in on the PJ that gets me home. And the private jet. I'm sorry. I'm so slow.
Gotcha.
The private jet that gets me home at 3 a.m. versus showing up at 5 p.m. the next day. I just try to be there at the breakfast table for my oldest daughter. He also goes on to say that he continued stating that now the company makes it easier for families to travel together, unlike in previous eras. You got guys who have tour buses now and many homes, and Rhodes explains that this pace cannot last forever, especially as he wants to be present for his children as they grow older. Basically, wrapping it up, he's saying, compared to the goal of his father, Dusty Rhodes, who stepped away from active competition to be a full-time parent, who also was a promoter, he's saying basically that this will be the next contract coming up will be his last contract, to sum it all up. And he doesn't want to basically not be in his children's lives as they continue to grow. With all that being said, Coop, really, what do you think about that?
I can respect it. Cody Rhodes been a family man. He wants to be his best for his family. So,
right.
He don't want to miss out on those important dates. Right. So I do feel like the wrestling schedule now is slightly lighter. Because back then they did Monday Night Raw, they take SmackDown on Tuesdays, they did a live event Wednesdays, probably Saturdays. They were like always on the road, like back in the day. I feel like it's a lot lighter then, which is correct. You do have some wrestlers do have a big ass bus, like, which is cool. They got their families and all that. So Cody Rhodes probably in his 40s, correct? I think 40.
Yes,
41,
I think
probably.
I think Cody Rhodes just pushing 41. Let me see. Hold up.
I think Cody Rhodes is 41. So Cody Rhodes. So now with Cena about to retire, Cody Rhodes is the next guy up in a sense, right?
No, he's 40 years old. He's born in June 30th, 1985.
Okay, he's 40. So,
yep.
Dang, same age as me. So, wow, I feel old. Old man with a great beard. So I won't be surprised. Maybe Cody Rhodes probably retire within the next 3 to 4 years. That's the case.
Right.
And he is the guy right now, which is the reason why they got tied to him so much. He does sell a lot of merchandise. He is the face of the company, which is true. You know what I'm saying? Even with the title picture being kind of predictable sometimes, I do like Cody Rhodes as a wrestler and everything like that as a champion, but I feel like it's kind of predictable. So for me, I feel like it won't be surprising to see Cody hang it up for the next 3 to 4 years or so, something like that.
Right. Going back to what you just said a few minutes ago, like he's the face of the company. I kind of want to disagree a little. I mean, it's still hard to say because I think that Roman.
There's so many faces on it.
Roman is still like the guy,
yeah,
but
true.
I understand exactly what you're saying though. Cody Rhodes, face of the company. You know, it could be 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
And he's right, man. Like he has daughters. He's in his 40s now. Like, but you know, you can't go on forever. So you got to think about it. Like you said, maybe about a 4 or 5 year run. Maybe when he's 45, 46, he probably hang it up for good.
Yeah.
I think that's a good time to retire. You don't want to be like, you know, going in your 50s and going into your 60s, still wrestling, still, you know, trying to relive the glory years and then injuring yourself more. So you got to think about your body in the long run. You got to think about, you know, your well-being, your physical well-being and your mental well-being. You know, then you have kids growing up who you have to depend on you, and you can't even get out of bed because your body's sore and stuff like that. So I totally agree with Cody is talking about. And you know, if this is his last contract, can we get a heel Cody before he leaves? Can we get at least one heel run before he leaves?
Actually, one. I don't know if it's possible, but like one heel run. I'm with you on that. And the reason I say Cody's a face because I feel like Cody's around a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Had this been like a couple years ago, Roman, his character was around like I would say Roman is a face, but
I agree with
as far
that. I
as
definitely agree with that.
Consistent, like on the show all the time, you got to give it to Cody. As far as that's why I was saying like far as him being like the face of the company because of that reason right there.
Right. Also, man, you got to think about it too, man. Like at this point, what else in your career, your professional career that you have to accomplish? You know, you wrestle for two different actually wrestle multiple promotions because when you was on the indie scene, you did multiple promotions. You wrestled for your rival company. You actually co-founded your rival company, which was AEW. You came back and then you won the world championship, the WWE championship. Now this is your second run with the title. Second run, right? Cody, second run?
Yeah, second run.
Yeah, second run. Second run with the title. So, I mean, you checked every box. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have nothing else to prove, really, man. You just here right now to get to bring up the new stars. Now, there's a whole crop of new WWE stars that's going to be coming up under him. And I think, and it'll go back to what we said a couple of weeks ago, or maybe I think it was last week on Wrestle Round, we was talking about the WrestleMania promotion poster with all the old guys. Man, it's time to start developing these new faces, you know, these new guys, because sooner or later you got to think about it, like you said, Randy's gone, Roman's going to be gone, Cody's going to be gone, Kevin Owens is like, you don't know if he's going to come back. CM Punk is going to be out the door soon. Rollins, think about it, everybody, even though Rollins is you know, he's a constant, he might be gone, you know, in a couple of years. So you got to bring up the new talent, man. And I think Cody right now, only he has to do really is put people over after his last run. Just put people over, man.
That definitely agree because a couple of years is you're right. This is going to be it. Yeah. So this is the time to build the stars. You don't want to, God forbid, Cody gets injured. You don't want that, right? Or anybody gets super injured, and now you got to scramble for people. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get into that bag. You don't want to get into that.
Yep. All right, man. So let's move on, man. Let me see. All right, so let's talk about this, man. WWE Royal Rumble 2026. Expect, and this is crazy, man, because this came out. Expect the Royal Rumble this year to have a lack of surprises, basically. It's not going to be that many surprises, man. This is coming. And mind you, this is the Royal Rumble that's going to be in Saudi Arabia, right? It's being reported. This is from Cultaholic, Adian Gibbons. He's a reporter, I guess, at Cultaholic. He said one of the major appeals behind the Royal Rumble matches is expectation of surprises, which occur when entrants are revealed. Surprises from the 2025 Rumbles include the likes of Joe Hendry, ISO Speed, Alexa Bliss, Jordan Grace, and Trish Stratus. There might be a dearth of surprises. I don't know what the hell dearth means. Never saw that word in my life. A dearth. Wow. So I guess that means a lack of surprises. Let's just say like this: there's going to be a lack of surprises at the 2026 Rumble. However, due to the pay-per-view taking place in Riyadh, Riyadh. Excuse me, I keep saying Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. According to Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer, there is a feeling that there might not be any Royal Rumble surprises due to the difficulty of sneaking planned surprises into Saudi Arabia without them being discovered ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, Coop, let me get your feelings on that announcement, or that rumor right there. I won't say announcement, but that rumor. Also, how do you feel about the Rumble in Saudi Arabia, right? And also, do you think this is a good move for WWE to have the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia?
I think at this point, if they can do WrestleMania every week and Raw every week in Saudi Arabia, if they pay them, they'll do it at this point. So the Royal Rumble next year, lower your expectations. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, basically
basically lower them. So it could be a couple of things. They may be saying lower your expectations, or maybe they do have some surprises and they want you legit to be surprised for once. Like to not see something coming, like to not see a person return, whether it's Jericho or whoever the case may be. So maybe it's the time to actually surprise us as fans. So maybe y'all trying to throw us a curveball a little bit to like not have the hype up as much, because we've seen them hype up so many events this year and it not going to fruition. Like we've seen them hype up WrestlePalooza,
right?
Yeah, WrestlePalooza, and then it didn't go too well. So it was all hyped up and we got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of nothing. So maybe this is the time where they actually turn the corner and kind of do things on a low key. Don't call it the biggest show in the world. Don't call it the greatest Royal Rumble. Just say it's a fucking Rumble and just go with that and just surprise us for once.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like go with that. Like be low key for once and surprise us, because this shit gonna be early probably.
First of all, Royal Rumble is my favorite event of the year. I like WrestleMania, but WrestleMania to me right now, Royal Rumble is better than all the pay-per-views. That's just my opinion. It's always been like that for me. I just like the Battle Royal, the surprises and stuff like that. But here's the thing. You're having it in Riyadh, right? Saudi Arabia. First of all, who the hell is going to... First of all, you're killing my vibe, because I like to watch it at night. I don't want to wake up in the morning and have to go to scramble to your TV, 8 o'clock in the morning just to watch the Royal Rumble. That's a throw off to me, man. And, to have the Royal Rumble that early, if that's the case. Then you talking about lack of surprises. Why? You have enough time to plan for it. The Royal Rumble is probably like, the end of January going into February?
Yeah, you got plenty of time to.
You got plenty of time. This could be something. You know what? This could really be something where WWE is trying to keep everything close to their chest, and they're just trying to throw everybody off. Yeah. They probably trying to throw everybody off. You just never know. Sometimes you get these early reports of, it's not going to be, and don't expect many surprises. How can we take that for face value? So whatever. Right. But what I'm saying is, my gripe with WWE is, I don't want to wake up on a Saturday morning to watch the Royal Rumble.
No, I don't. Not for breakfast. Want to wake up
yeah, come on, man. Saturday morning, I'm getting up and taking my son. We're gonna get we get our haircuts on Saturdays. Like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing? You know, but it is what it is, man. And then just how are the women going to be affected, man? They got.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be hella different.
Hella different. Everybody gonna be hot ass cat suits.
Yeah.
Or long ass t-shirts looking like they're from Baltimore back in the early 2010s. Yerman and German out there.
yeah. Everybody German.
Hey, Yerman and German out there on the hoo-hop dibble snip, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it is what it is. But I would say this, man. WWE, please get your shit together, man, because I really could care less if it's in Saudi Arabia, man. I'm not a big fan of Saudi Arabia. Even their shows, when they have like what's the crown jewel and stuff like that. It's like a house show.
It is.
Basically. It's like a glorified house show.
Yeah, it's a glorified house show with big ass stage.
That's all it is.
Yep.
And a lot of damn commercials and advertisement. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, cool, man. We're gonna talk about something that you had. You said something about the John Cena and Edge thing, man.
Yeah. All right. So I've been perusing on the internet today, and I see the fact that WWE has uploaded the whole entire John Cena versus Edge feud on the internet. I thought that was interesting. I thought like that's interesting. So I know John Cena did announce as far as doing a tournament to see who's going to be his last opponent, right?
Yeah.
So he did mention people from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, people from other organizations. Like, is this a chance that we do get Edge, not Cope? You know, I don't know.
Nah, don't do it. Dude,
this may be a stretch. I don't know, but
yeah.
if it happens somehow, you heard it here first. So if it happens, if you get John Cena versus Edge, not Cope, I'm cool with it. Okay, I'm cool with it. And this may be me reaching, but hey, I don't know. I don't know. I think that'd be great. That'd be great. But
cool.
You know,
I'm gonna say this right now: you are reaching harder than Sandman Sims on the Apollo with that cane, trying to get them bums off the stage.
Damn.
You're reaching. You're reaching. This is not happening, dog. They probably just did this out of
being petty.
No, not being petty, but what's the word? They out of good gesture. You know what I'm saying? They know that Edge is a longtime rival with Cena. He can't be there, so they probably just doing it, you know, just to show face. You know what I'm saying? If that's the word I want to use. They. What?
I caught with you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I need some for 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold it down, bro.
I hold it down.
Cool. All right.
So yeah, man. So this is probably like something like you know, WWE probably just showing good faith and you know, showing respect towards their rivalry over the years, because you got to think about Edge and Cena have basically been you know, rivals, you know, for a while within the last, you know, 20 years. So Edge is to go over to AEW, and he's now Cope in AEW. This is just something for WWE to show face and saying, hey man, we respect what you did and the years that you guys put in, and your battles over the years. So that's all it is to me, man. I don't think it's nothing where, you know, they are reaching saying, hey, Cope is going to be, or Edge is going to be at, you know, John Cena's last, he's going to be his last opponent or be in the tournament and nothing like that. I don't think that's happening. It's always a possibility, though. You never know. It's always a possibility, but I don't think that they're going to be doing that, man. This is just something to show good faith, man, for sure. Man, it would be good, though. Wouldn't it be good if you can just get, you know, one of the guys they did say from other company, you know, from something, he might not work here, and all of a sudden you hear, you think you know me, and that pops up, and all of a sudden you see Edge come out, not Cope, but you see Edge. So that would be sweet, man. Yeah, man, that would be sweet, man. But that's what Coop said, man. This is what Coop thought. I was just trying to reel it back into reality, you know what I mean? So hopefully, guys, that maybe, but I don't think that's going to happen at all. Yeah, man, let's move on, man. It's another story I want to talk about too. It's something about Bret Hart and Ken Shamrock. I think Bret. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I had it up at first, and then hold on. Oh, here you go. So Bret right here, he was wanting to drop the title to a WCW star right before he had left the company. To drop the WWE title right before leaving the WCW, and this is coming from speaking of Wrestling Online with Ben Veal, and he said that Bret Hart wanted to drop the title to Ken Shamrock before leaving to WCW after his contract, you know, after the whole Montreal screw job, excuse me. So it says Shamrock said he was absolutely one of the select few that Bret Hart was willing to lose the WWE Championship to before leaving to WCW when asked directly. Shamrock responded without hesitation. He said, yes, no doubt. Me and Bret had great chemistry because of the style of which Bret wrestled. He was more closer to who I was. He said, and then also goes on to say, although their in-ring interaction was limited, Shamrock believes the potential between him and Hart was through the roof, especially given their shared technical style and submission background. He made it clear that if they had a proper feud, fans would have witnessed something entirely new. And he also goes on to say, even with the limited time that we spent together, that we got to work against one another, we were able to put something together. But being able to work in a program, I mean, it would have been different it would have been stuff that you never seen. It would have been incredible, and it would have been different. He also goes on to say it's funny too because it's almost like we delayed that we could have. He said because it was almost like we delayed what we could have had then to when Brock Lesnar or Ronda Rousey came in. It was something that I've seen myself doing. They brought me in to go in and do those sorts of things, basically. So yeah, man. So what Ken Shamrock was basically saying that, hey, man, he was one of the ones that Brett was willing to drop the title to, after he left for WCW, and I don't know, I don't know if that was or it would have been good. I like Ken Shamrock. Don't get me wrong. I like Ken Shamrock as a wrestler, but I needed more out of him, man. He was just more of the, go there, beat people ass, and leave. I mean, he was. How can I say this, man? He was more of the enforcer of that era. You know what I'm saying? That small era that he was there, man. So, yeah, man. I think that maybe it could have worked out. You know what I'm saying? Ken Shamrock was legitimate. I can see him and Brett putting on a good performance. Listen, man, that's something that I probably could have enjoyed. So you never know. But I also will say this too, man. There was who else was there that I liked? Was it Steve Blackman? I think Steve Blackman was pretty good too. So, yeah, man, it's just that's just a what if, basically, just a big old what if right now. Let's go on, man. This Coop probably wrapped up right now, but let's see. Got one. I think I got one more story, and that is. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. Wrestling. Oh, here we go. This is I got two more actually. This one is Pro Wrestling Stars celebrates. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. You gotta forgive me. Also, going back to it says JBL. It says Vince McMahon is not going quietly into the night. He has a new book in the works. So this is something interesting right here. Let's see what this says right here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling that up right now. All right. So it says JBL, and this is coming from Andrew Ravens. And this is coming from WrestlingNews.co. Says JBL says Vince McMahon is not going quietly into the night. New book is in the works. John Bradshaw Layfield predicted that Vince McMahon will release a new tell-all book within the next 2 years. Speaking of on Something to Wrestle podcast, JBL was asked if he thought the world would never hear Vince McMahon unvarnished side of stories like the Montreal screw job. And he also he says, I'll give you the over-under on the book in 2 years. When asked if he meant a book could be out in 2 years, JBL clarified his stance. He said, I think there's probably a 99 to 100% chance that Vince McMahon comes out with a tell-all book. So this is pretty interesting right here. I mean, we know that Vince still has connections in the WWE, and he still has people that he talked to in the WWE. I believe that Vince McMahon has a lot to tell with his story, and I would like to hear his side of the story. You know, a lot of people say that Vince McMahon is, he said he's this and that, and he's bad guy and all that stuff. And what he did, if true, it's not proven in the court of law yet. But if whatever he did with the whole Janelle Grant thing, if that's proven to be true, of course he deserves to be punished. But there's always two sides of the story. We got to hear both sides. It's proven to innocent or proven guilty. It says a lot of evidence on him. I can't deny that. But we have to see in the court of law if it holds up. But anyway, not talking about that stuff, but I want to know about how Vince McMahon, the TKO merger, the whole deal with WWE and TKO, how that came about. I want to know how he feels about, the state of wrestling right now. Just to hear just to hear his side, not to saying that I'm supporting him and nothing like that. I just want to hear his side of the story. I think that would be very interesting. So if we get that book, if JBL is correct in saying in 1 to 2 years that a whole book will come out, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Let me see. What else we got? Give me 1 second, guys. I know I should have had that up. I had it up, but if I had clicked off of it. Damn. Let me see. Oh, here we go. All right. So let's talk about some AEW news, man. AEW news. AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling star Tomohiro Ishii is out with a separated shoulder. This is by Andrew Ravens of Wrestling.co. It goes on to say that Tomohiro Ishii had suffered a dislocated right shoulder as a result. Ishii will miss action of the forthcoming events, which his return will be determined. Basically saying that he's going to miss some time off. Tomohiro, he injured. It didn't say where he injured his shoulder at. Oh, yes, it did. Excuse me. On October 22nd at an AEW event in San Antonio, Texas, Tomohiro Ishii sustained a dislocated right shoulder. I guess it was in the match where his shoulder got dislocated. And he, like I said, will be missing a significant amount of time just to heal up and stuff like that. I do like Tomohiro Ishii. He's like the pit bull. He's like that old pit bull that never wanted to go down. And just wish him well on his recovery. And my guys, I think that is it for tonight for the Wrestle Roundup news. Hey, look, Coop is out right now. I mean, he'll be back, but let's see. Let me see. He's probably But guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this right now. And we will be back Friday. Promise we will be back Friday, and we'll be back stronger Friday. But for now, I'm your boy Derek J. Coop is gone, but that's your boy Coop too. We out of here, yo. Peace.